Hi, my name is Dennis Jin. Registration number is UR14CS319, and I am here to explain the third experiment of dbms, which basically would demonstrate the basic SQL functions, aggregate functions, group by and order by clause, and lastly the built-in functions of SQL. So let's get started. The first question would be, how many orders are placed by John Doe? Uh, to find that, we have the statement over here. Select customer ID, count order ID from order table, where customer ID is equal to 1, and that is grouped by customer ID. So what this does is it takes the elements in which customer ID is equal to 1. This basically represents John Doe's number, and it returns all orders that are placed by John Doe. Secondly, we are asked to find the maximum quantity that has been ordered. This is a fairly simple and straightforward query. Uh, we take the count order ID, which basically counts the elements in order ID, the column, and from that we take the max from the count ID. So thus we get the maximum quantity that has been ordered. And as you can see here, our output is displayed, and the maximum quantity that has been ordered is 3. The next query is to display the details of customer who have ordered the product whose price is minimum among all the products. So the query here is select customer ID, customer name, customer address from customer, where customer ID is equal to. Select customer ID from order table, where order ID is equal to. Select order ID from order quantity, where price is equal to. Select min price from order quantity. It's a lot, but all this means is it takes the minimum price. From order quantity and returns it to this statement. It's a subquery, so, and it returns to this to price, from which the customer ID is selected from order table and then returned. This would basically display all the details of the customers who have ordered the product, whose product had product price, whose price is the minimum among all the products. Okay, fourth question is to display the average price of each product. This is also a fairly straightforward question, and our query would be select product ID and average price from order quantity grouped by product ID. So what this would do is it would list the average of each product, average price of each product, and this group by clause basically specifies one or more columns used to group rows returned by the query. The columns referenced in SQL select statement list, except for aggregate expressions, must be included in the group by clause. So basically our output here is displayed. 6 rows are selected from there. And moving on to our fifth question, fifth question, find the total quantity ordered for each product. Select order ID, count order ID from order table, group by order date. So it selects 2 columns from there, namely order date and count order ID, from the order table, and it groups it according to the order date. As you can see here, it's grouped by date, and both the order date and count order ID is displayed. And this basically shows us that the number of orders that are placed on each date. Nextly, so the 7th question, find out how many products are ordered in each order. Okay, so in order to find that, our query is to select order ID, count order ID from order quantity group by order ID. So this would display um, this would find out how many products are ordered in each order. Yeah, so we have a total of 8 rows returned for this query. And moving on to our 8th question, we are told to sort the order table based on the order date. So to do that, we have a simple statement, SQL star from order table, order by order date. So we are telling SQL to basically return all elements from order table which are ordered by order date, which are sorted by the date. So we have 8 rows over here, which is ordered by the date. Yep. So moving on to the 9th question. Ninth question is to display the products for which more than 3 quantities are ordered, ordered, and sort the results on the sum of the quantity ordered. So as you can see here, um, yeah, the syntax is to select product ID, product ID sum ordered quantity from ordered quantity grouped by product ID having sum of ordered quantity greater than or equal to 3, greater than 3, and order by sum ordered quantity. Yeah, so right. So the ninth query, yeah, we this query would basically display the products for which more than 3 quantities, right here, more than 3 quantities, are ordered, and this right here, grouped by product ID. This right here would sort the results on the sum of the quantity ordered, if that makes sense. Yeah, and 6 rows are selected over here and returned. Yeah, these are sorted by the result of the sum of the quantity ordered, right? And moving on to the 10th question, which is to display the order ID in descending order of the ordered quantity. Yeah, so select order ID, sum of order quantity from order quantity group by order ID, order by sum, ordered quantity, DSC, which stands for descending order. This right here would return 8 rows, of which 8 rows of which 8 rows of which order ID of which it is displayed. It displays the order ID in descending order of the ordered quantity. So as you can see here, our quantity is decreasing, starting from the highest, which is 40, and ending in 10, which would be the lowest. Okay, 11th query is we are told to display the names of all customers in uppercase. So our syntax is to select upper customer name from customer. This basically turns all the customer names into uppercase. Next question. Find the number of months between ordered date of order ID is equal to 103 and current date. Okay, so that the syntax would be select months between sys date, select order date from order table where order ID is equal to 103 as number of months from dual. So that would clearly just what that would do is it would find the number of months between order date between 103 and the current date. Our current date would be displayed due to the system date, and our output is returned right here. Next question. Prefix the postal code with 2 zeros. Prefix the postal code with 2 zeros. Right, to do that, our syntax would be to select concat, which is an abbreviation for concatenation, 002 char postal code from customer. So this would add this two terms over here, these two characters, to the postal code, to the beginning of postal code from customer table. As you can see here, all zip codes have two additional zeros prefixed to uh, the previous zip codes, the original zip codes rather. The next question, display the substring Newman from Richard Newman. To do that, we have to enlist this query over here. Select star from customer where customer name like ampersand Newman ampersand percentage sign Newman percentage sign. So this would basically search for this would basically display the substring Newman from Richard Newman. And moving on, right, and for the 14th one, once again, so basically uh, we are given Newman and we're basically telling SQL to return uh, any row in which Newman can be found. So it returns Richard Newman over here, uh, Richard Newman right here, and basically whatever a row that contains Newman as a term. So the syntax would just be to put percentage sign between the intended keyword. Nextly and lastly, we are told to display the name of the customer that ends with E. The syntax would be to select customer name from customer, where customer name like percentage E. This would, like we said, it would display the name of the customer that ends with E. Here there are no customer in which it's whose name ends with E, and thus no rows are selected. Yep, and that's it for this experiment. Thank you.